Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And right quick, I want to get into this. Like you see, it says right here at the top, it's game time. It's heating up, and this is a short clip I'm going to play for you, and I'm going to get a scripture, and that'll be it. But as you can see, the stage is being set, and the chips are falling right into place, for this whole thing to just go ahead and kick off, and that's these end time prophecies, World War III, and not only that, that's the final prophecy. That's the prophecy in which brings the main prophecy, which is the prophecy of Yahweh Shai returning, and delivering his elect, But before that, we know
Start
that
clean with the power of Clorox. Because
Finally did it.
happens.
But anyway, we know that within World War III, Yahweh Shai comes to deliver his elect. That's the main prophecy. But before World War III, and this is something I have to check out too. I'm definitely gonna check this out. Somehow my finger just hit it and it went to that. But anyway, before that, we got the prophecy. We got Jacob's trouble, our temptation, and the implementation of the MOTB, and that MOTB has to be implemented. That microchip has to be implemented, before this war goes nuclear. And so the chips are falling into place. So in this just this short clip right quick.
And moving to Russia, where the Kremlin has labeled the United States as an enemy, reportedly for the first time. The remark was made by Vladimir Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov. Until now, neither Putin nor the Kremlin had ever referred to the United States as an enemy of Russia. During a press briefing, Peskov said, quote, "We are now an enemy country for them, just as they are for us," end quote. Now, this was in response to a claim made by a former American intelligence officer who was recently barred from traveling to Russia and had his passport confiscated by U.S. border officials. Now, the Kremlin's shift in rhetoric comes days after U.S. President Joe Biden allowed Ukraine to strike inside Russia with some American weapons. Latest reports say Ukrainian forces have used U.S. weapons to strike Russian targets inside Russia to defend the Kharkiv region. Now, this has angered Putin even further, who has now warned that Moscow could arm other countries with similar weapons to attack Ukraine's Western allies.
What must we do in response? First of all, we will improve our air defense systems to destroy the missiles. Secondly, we think that if someone thinks it is possible to supply such weapons to a combat zone to strike at our territory and create problems for us, why do we not have the right to supply our weapons of the same class to those regions of the world where there will be strikes on the sensitive facilities of those countries that are doing this against Russia?
Now, Putin's remarks comes as Russia is expected to send combat vessels into the Caribbean region this summer to participate in naval exercises. This will likely include port calls in Cuba and potential stops in Venezuela. Washington says Russia wants to show that it's still capable of some level of power projection. However, the Biden administration does not view the deployment with alarm since Russia repeatedly sells ships into the Western Hemisphere. But now, with tensions increasing between the two nations over the war in Ukraine, it remains to be seen if Russia's naval drills will become a flashpoint of heightened alarm for the United States.
So, I mean, there you go. I mean, it's heating up, you know, because America has been poking at this bear. I mean, Russia is referred to as the bear. And America has been poking at this bear for years, and now this bear is getting ready to attack, you know. This bear is getting ready to attack. Russia getting ready to attack. They ain't playing no more games. You know, they back in that old Soviet spirit now, you know, and they got allies, you know, like the scriptures say, you have divided Satan against Satan. Therefore, how can this kingdom stand? You know, I mean, hey, so now you got, I mean, these Russians are Edomites too, you know, and these Edomites run America, you know, and NATO and the EU, so they're all divided against each other, you know. They can't stand. Their kingdom is falling apart. The Lord is tearing their kingdom apart. And not only that, all these other nations that aided these Edomites in bringing us Israelites down and enslaving us and putting us into captivity and aided in our oppression all these years, you know, now they're even turning against these Edomites, you know. But that's the Lord bringing all these nations together. You know, I believe that's the book of Joel. Hold on, I got into that recently, so I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to get this Ezekiel 38 and close it out. Is it 3? Yes, Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 9, it says, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all of the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Assemble yourselves, come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves round about thither. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay. And that's what the Lord is getting ready to do. He's gathering all these heathen nations with these Edomites. He's gathering them all up right there in the Middle East, you know. And that's it. And the Lord is finna plead for the sake of his chosen people, the apple of his eye, his elect mainly. Okay, he's bringing this whole kingdom down. Okay, and you see it happening. You know, now back to Joel chapter 38, and I'm gonna end it off. And call the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We rejoice here in this news, man. We ready, man. Ezekiel chapter 38, I'm gonna start at verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Now this is referring to Russia. And say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So yes, these Russians are Edomites as well. Okay, like I said, don't get it twisted. The Lord ain't with none of these heathen. Okay, God says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Let me highlight this. Okay, yeah, it says, verse 3, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, and horses and horsemen. Okay, and when you put hooks into the jaws of a wild animal, that's to tame them, to control them. Okay, so that lets you know the Lord is in control of what these people are doing. Okay, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with the bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And you see this happening, you know, with the forming of the BRICS nations. Okay, because Russia heads the BRIC nations. Okay, and you see all these other nations joining in. Now Turkey is making mention of joining. Okay, which is prophecy as well. You know, all these different nations are joining in with the BRICS and coming against the West. You know. Okay, this is all playing out. Ezekiel chapter 38 is all playing out right now. You see? Okay, and then Saudi Arabia just ditched the American dollar. So what does that do? So understand, Saudi Arabia had a treaty with America. You know, that would, I think it's been going on 75 years, something like that. But this is that with Saudi Arabia basically being rich in oil like it is, you know, they would trade their oil in American dollars, and that's what made the American dollar so powerful, you know, and the most powerful currency in the world, and as it's been all these years, you see. But now that's coming to an end because Saudi Arabia just ditched the dollar. They didn't renew that treaty. You know, so that's all a wrap. So expect more inflation. Okay, and with inflation, you know, that's going to bring about eventually famine. You know, of course, and that's going to bring about Jacob's trouble. You know, and Jacob's trouble, that's going to be what's used. They're going to use that to implement that MOTB, that microchip, Revelation 13 and 16. You know. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go to that, you know, because we got to get it. We got to get it. We there, man. We're in these times. And you see all the chips falling right in place, Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And hey, you know what that mark is, you know. But they have to crash this dollar to implement that. You see, so you see everything falling into place. Okay, this is done. This place is done. Okay, and call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah for that, man. Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, for bringing these prophecies to pass and proving your word to be faithful and true. Okay, so hey, everybody be thankful. You brothers and sisters that subscribe to this truth, sincerely subscribe to this truth, you know, hey, be thankful, stay prayed up, you know, and stay doing what's good in the eyesight of the Lord to the best of your ability, you know. We almost out of here. With that, I'm going to say, call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kodash, and the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai again, for bringing these prophecies to pass, the water for giving me the spirit and the strength to do this lesson, and the water for giving us this understanding that we could see this, because we can see that not many other people can see this. So we're very much thankful. Okay, with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. On to the next. Shalom.